beautiful souls. Hope you all are doing great. If you like my videos, like my channel, please like, share, subscribe and comment and click on the bell icon so that you get notified of all my future videos. Now coming to today's topic, it is basically the continuation of what we were discussing in the series. In the last video, we discussed about signs of solar plexus chakra activation. If you haven't watched that video, I'll be giving its link in the description box and in the pinned comment. Please go and watch that video and the other videos in the series where I have discussed about root chakra and sacral chakra activation signs. Okay, so this one is about your heart chakra activation. Here, there is a slight difference between the signs when your heart chakra is actually blocked but wants to, open itself, wants to get opened or wants to get activated, and when it is actually activated or open. So we'll be discussing both of these things. I'll be discussing few generic common signs of these as well as few from my experience. But of course, as I mentioned in all my videos, that it is not necessary that you go through only the signs which I discuss here. But yes, at least if at least 40% of the signs which I discuss here resonate with you, then there is a very high chance that your heart chakra is on the verge of getting activated or is already activated. Yeah. So starting with signs of opening of heart chakra or activation of heart chakra, when it is about to get activated or is already activated. Okay, so when your heart chakra is actually opening, you feel your entire perspective about the whole world changes. You see everyone as a divine being. You feel unconditional love and empathy for them. Your perception, actually, it goes beyond what happens in the 3D world. Like, let's say if someone says something hurtful to you, you won't get hurt because you just see the bigger picture. You just see that person being the divine being, but is actually clouded by certain blocks. So you understand that whatever they are saying is basically their experience and their blockages, and it doesn't apply to you. Also, the second thing is, of course, you are filled with self-love, immense self-love for yourself. So it is not easy to shake your beliefs, shake your self-belief, and your love towards yourself. Again, if someone says anything to you, it doesn't matter to you because you know who you are truly. When I'm explaining this to you, it might sound very, very simple, but the experience you have, it is something worth feeling, worth witnessing, or worth experiencing by yourself. So there is this different perspective, not only towards people but towards the entire nature, towards the entire universe, all the creations, living and allegedly non-living things, everyone and everything out there. You see the entire universe from a different light, from a different point of view. You love everything, you are grateful for everything you have with you in your life. All the experiences, good or bad, according to the 3D levels, they just make you feel happy, make you feel grateful, because your perspective changes from 3D to higher dimensions, where you understand that whatever emotions, whatever negative emotions people are dealing with is just a blockage, is just an illusion created by the 3D dimension. Reality is beyond that. So this is how your perception changes, your empathy increases, your compassion increases, your way of talking, the words you use towards people, the words you use towards yourself, then they change totally. Yeah, no jealousy, no hatred, no hard feelings, no clinging on to the past. You just simply let go of all the things. You remain in great energy. You, again, it doesn't mean self-love, doesn't mean that you're over sacrificing. Opening of heart chakra doesn't mean that you're over sacrificing. Of course, you prioritize yourself as well as the entire universe, because you understand that you are one with the universe. You and universe are no different. You are one with the universe. You and the people around you. Doesn't matter whether they hurt you or whether they say good things to you. It doesn't matter to you. You know that you and they both are one. So this is how your entire perspective and perception changes. And this by no hard feelings, no grudges, no clinging on to the unnecessary things and all. Yeah. And of course, your manifestation power increases a lot. Whatever you think, it becomes true in an instant. So these are the signs that your heart chakra is on the verge of getting activated or is already activated. Physical signs, of course, you feel extreme lightedness around your chest region, as if a heavy weight has been lifted off. And as if the entire universe, the entire divinity is here, is in your chest, is in your heart. So there's this totally different experience which you feel. Again, I'm unable to put it in words, but I'm trying my best so that you understand. It's much, heart chakra especially is more about feeling, of course, because it is associated with feeling, right? If you feel that, you will understand what I'm talking about. Yeah. Now, coming to the signs when your heart chakra is blocked but is ready for activation, the time period before activation, when blocks are coming on surface in order to get eliminated, like your heart chakra is shouting that, see, these are the things which are stopping me from getting activated. Please work on this so that I can just open, you know. So talking about these signs, yes, this is going to be an intense period. Usually people, confuse these signs, that is when your heart chakra is blocked and wanting to get activated, with the signs when your heart chakra is actually getting opened, on the verge of getting opened, or is in the process of getting activated. This is why it was important for me to, tell these two things separately so that you understand what the difference is. Okay, so now talking about the blocks. When your heart chakra wants to get open but is not in the process, emotions become very overwhelming for you. Things are very overwhelming for you. You kind of, you get irritated or agitated even over small stuffs. Many people, many of you, I'm very sure, if you're working on your heart chakra or you're working on any spiritual, spiritual cleansings, doesn't necessarily limited, it is not necessarily limited to heart chakra, but yeah, any spiritual cleansings or healings, you might notice that your irritation level is increasing, your anger, your aggression is increasing, you become kind of short tempered for some time, and you just feel anxious for no reason. Your restlessness increases. You might also have physical symptoms like palpitations or shortness of breath. But again, as a disclaimer for all my videos, please rule out any of the medical conditions before reaching the conclusion that it is a sign of your heart chakra activation or any of the activation or spiritual awakenings, right? So please rule out any medical conditions. If everything is normal medically, then yes, definitely this might be the sign of your chakra activation. Okay, coming back to the topic. So you feel overwhelmed, and many of the past things might come up on surface. They might resurface, and you might just wonder that, oh, I thought I was healed from that. Why is it again coming back? Why is it still bothering me? And you might meet many people in everyday life who will trigger you. They just come to trigger you, and you might feel extreme frustration towards them. But the point here is that you understand that these people are just sent by the divine, by the God, by the universe, to help you realize that, see, these are the points where you are lacking, and you have to work on that. Always remember that triggers are basically a blessing by the divine to let you know, to let you realize that these are your shortcomings where you have to work upon. So of course, these people are also a divine blessing in your life to help you understand your shortcomings so that you work on that. And the moment you stop getting triggered, that is the time when you understand that you have healed from the trauma, you have learned your lesson related to that particular trigger or experience. Okay, so these things might happen when talking about my experience when my heart chakra was actually blocked and wanted to get activated. I felt immense anxiety for no reason. I became oversensitive over stuffs. I used to mind even the smallest things which people said to me, cling on to it for days, months, and not months, days. And I just used to think that, why is everyone against me? What did I do wrong? Where did I go wrong? Right? I used to feel overwhelmed for no reason. Even the smallest things used to trigger me. I felt as if there's this heavy weight, some rock, some stone has been kept here over my chest, over my heart chakra. And that was the time when I started thinking and I started self-reflecting that the entire universe, the entire world cannot be wrong. God cannot be wrong, because I have been a manifester always, and like I'm literally blessed by the divine. I'm literally blessed that whenever I ask for something, I get it. Yeah, but in this time I was actually, I used to cry, and I used to ask that, why are these overwhelming things happening to me? Why is everyone hurting me? How do I get out of that? What do you want to teach me? God, please help me. But no reply, no response, no help. And I was left wondering that, why me? And is even God against me? This is very funny, but yeah, there was a time when I used to think that, oh, even God wants to punish me, even God is against me. And the reason for this, I will cover in another video of my channel, The Divine Blessing, where I have started the series of God's prayers and entities. So please watch that. It will give you a lot of insight and might answer a lot of your questions. Yeah. Okay. Coming back to the topic. So I used to think this way, and then I thought that no, if God is quiet, if I'm, and then the problem is with me, because God cannot be quiet. My prayers are reaching God and God is replying in His own way, but it is me who is unable to interpret and understand the answers. So, time for self reflection, time for introspection, time for retrospection. And when I did that, I realized that there was this common pattern which was happening to me, common things which were triggering me, and it was just my perspective. And then I started working on myself. I started working on healing those wounds and those traumas. And yes, in this process, even for you, you might feel lot many triggers which are not related to wounds from this life which you remember, because when your heart chakra is opening, it's not about the wounds of this life, it's about wounds of lifetimes, multiple lifetimes. So even I experienced many triggers which I did not know about, which I never experienced, which were not related to any of the experience of mine which I could recall of. My inner child wounds and lot many things surfaced up, my past life issues which I came to know later, that okay, those triggers which were happening at that particular moment were due to my past life blocks. So yeah, a lot of triggers might come to you which you don't understand where it is coming from. And many people, what mistake they do is, once these things start surfacing up, they stop their spiritual practice, and then for some time they remain anxious and then get back to their normal 3D life, where they are happy, fighting, quarreling, then clinging on, then letting go. So mixture of all the things. But if you are facing any of these symptoms like overwhelming things and triggers and all after any of the spiritual practices, my recommendation is, please continue these practices, because this is a sign, a big sign that things are working in your favor. Your inner trauma is getting resurfaced to get eliminated. So please don't give up at that. And yes, it is difficult. Even for me, I used to cry for days, and I was like, oh God, what is happening to me? And why am I getting so emotional? Why am I so vulnerable? But later, I understood that okay, it was for a reason. And then when I worked upon it, when my heart chakra got opened, I still remember that time. Uh, Many people I have see, experiences vary from person to person, right? So I have heard many people talk about it like it was a popping kind of thing, and then within a moment, within a microsecond, everything changed. But for me, it was not the case. For me, I was just, it was a normal day. I was overwhelmed and feeling restless and all. I slept, and then next day when I opened sorry, when I woke up, I realized that I'm feeling very light, as if there's this heavy baggage which is lifted off my chest. I feel very light, I feel very relaxed, and somewhere I was like, okay, maybe I'm just having a good day today. Like people have their bad days, so it is my good day today, maybe, because up and down, things went up and down in the past few days, right? It happened to me. So I was like, okay, maybe it's just like a normal day when I'm feeling good, I'm feeling nice. And then slowly I realized that even when I'm interacting with people, even if they are being harsh to me, it doesn't affect me at all. I was like, my happiness is not dependent on them. I know who I am. I know who they are. I love them. I love myself. In fact, I started feeling pity for them, that, oh, they are, they are suffering. They are having their own blockages, and this is their words are the reflection of the blockages they are carrying. So I started feeling good. I actually, started feeling pity for them, feeling sympathy for them. And I used to pray to God that, oh, please help them as well. This is what I did. And my love towards nature, I have always been a nature lover and animal lover, but it went to a totally different level, as if I got new eyes, new vision to see everything from a different light. Even the smallest things, I was totally mindful of even the smallest things happening to me, and I was totally grateful for whatever happened to me. And let's say that I ordered a food, for example, I ordered food from somewhere, and the delivery boy delivered it to me, and I was like, oh God, thank you so much, I got my food on time. It's such a small thing, right? But for me, it was like, okay, the delivery boy went there and safely reached here on time. So it is just divine blessing that I got it on time. Because if we see it from a different perspective, they would have cancelled, they would have got late, or maybe because it happens, or they might have just given me a food which I didn't like in taste. Yeah, so I was grateful for even the smallest things which might not make sense to many people actually. But yeah, so but I hope you are understanding what I'm trying to convey. So even this, oh, this delivery boy took this much of effort, though he's getting paid for it, but at least he brought it here. He thought that, okay, I have to deliver this food to customer on time. I'm so grateful for that. I'm grateful to God, I'm grateful for the delivery person. And I'm really grateful that I'm having money to order the food and have it whenever I want it. And this increased my empathy more towards other people, so I started with donations and all. That why I'm privileged. So if God has given me this privilege to get whatever I want, I should utilize it to help everyone, who are underprivileged. So I started donating. I started, based on my whatever I got. I don't say that I do big donations or all, but yeah, small things do matter. I did according to my potential. Whatever I had, according to that I started. I still remember, I'm not going to name any associations here, but there's this animal shelter. I used to donate online previously regularly. I started off with 500 per month, I still remember. And then slowly I increased, and then slowly I thought that, okay, I have to um, go in person. And the happiness which I feel when I do this personally, I donate personally, is something else. I started searching for orphanages, animal shelters, and old age homes, and gurdwaras and all. And I used to donate to people who were on streets, just asking for food and money. So yeah, but that's a different thing. We are again going in different direction. Okay, so these were the things which happened. And it's not like I was not overgiving. Again, previously I was a person who was overgiving. When I had blocked chakra, I used to go into guilt very easily. But at that time I was like, okay, if I can give 500, this is all I can give. No regrets, no guilt. Just I'm happy that I gave at least something, I did something at least. Yeah, and there's no need to be guilty about it, right? And I'm grateful that God has given me something so that I can donate it. Yeah, previously when I was having blocked chakras, I was like, oh, I have, of course I have more money than 500 rupees. But why am I not giving? Am I a miser? Am I doing something wrong? So these thoughts used to come previously, but now I was totally happy. Again, I'm not trying to impose anything, I'm just trying to give you a message that how you feel grateful and for the things you have, and you feel happy for the things you do, doesn't matter big or small. And how you are in a happy state of mind, this is all I want to convey. Experiences might vary. Yeah, so this used to happen to me. And previously, basically when I started with my healing journey, like professional healings, I was a person who used to offer healings for free out of, again, guilt and sympathy and all. But that was again a sign of blocked chakra, blocked heart chakra, that overgiving thing. So once my heart chakra was opened, I realized, again, energy exchange is a very important thing. We have to, if we respect ourselves, if we respect our energies, then energy exchange is a must, not necessarily materialistic. So I started taking energy exchange according to the work I do. Neither more nor less, but according to the work I do. In this way, I showed, self love and self worth. And again, helping people was another thing. But there were no guilt, no regrets, no remorse, just happiness and doing the things out of gratitude. So again, opened heart chakra doesn't necessarily mean, doesn't always, doesn't, sorry, not necessarily, but yeah, doesn't mean that you overgive or overdo. It is about balancing the things. This is the reason I gave you these examples. People who are, misers, once their heart chakra gets opened, they start doing charity. People who are overgiving, they come, they take a step back and come in balance when their heart chakra is open. This is what I wanted to convey. So this is, and yes, of course, a lot many things. I'll tell you an experience of mine when I did my, yes, coming to the remedies, or I would say techniques, how you can open a heart chakra. What I did was I started with meditations. There I could visualize that here on the chest region there are a lot of knots, entangled wires kind of thing, and those were creating heaviness and blocks, and I was somewhere resisting. I was not willing to let them go, fearing that I'll become vulnerable. But then I trusted on divine. I did my meditations focusing on heart chakra, and then it was the most difficult time when I just opened that knot which I visualized, because I was very scared at that time, but I was like, no, it has to go. I have to have this courage to let it go. I still remember I opened that knot, and then second knot, then third knot, and automatically all the wires got detangled, and as if some door was opened and there was this bright light. Though we are not, we should not share our experiences, but yeah, I just want to help you, and if whatever I say helps you in any way, I'll be really grateful to the divine again. And yeah, you can be grateful to me as well for helping you in this way. Okay, so I just felt as if there is this door which is getting opened. Locks are those chains basically are opened. Door is open, and there's this bright divine light in my heart. And that was the last day which I was talking about, that I just slept having a normal day, and then I woke up, I was a different person. Again, there was no popping sound or nothing, but yeah, it was a different day for me. I got a new vision, new eyes, and since then, uh, basically, the day which I thought to be a normal good day, it was a permanent one for me, because all the days were good days for me. So yeah, this was the thing, and there was this divine light and a very, very beautiful unconditional love which I felt. And yes, another thing which I experienced, which is another important sign of your heart chakra opening, is you feel more connected to yourself, your inner divinity, your inner self, your inner child, your true self. Basically, you feel connected to your true self. You understand who you are. You're not this body. You are not what your name is. You are not where you live. You are not what your designation is. You are something else, totally different from this you know so you get more connected to yourself, you're more self-aware, and you realize basically who you are, truly are. When you the moment you understand that you are one with the divine, you and God are no different. God is in you and you are in God. That is the day when your heart chakra is opened. Yeah. So this is about today's video. Oh god, it got so long. I did not intend it to be so long. I'll be uploading uncut version, unedited version of this one, because I want you to see it in raw form. So please be patient enough if I'm, just deviating off topic anywhere. And just let me know if you have any doubts. And yes, about the things which you can do, techniques to open your heart chakra. Meditation, any meditation which involves focusing on your heart chakra, anything. Inner child healing, shadow self healing, past life healing, and cord cutting with all the things, all the people, all the energies which you have holding on to. Again, it is not a single day process. For me, it took approx 2 weeks, I guess. Yeah, 2 weeks in total. Maybe it is sooner for you, or maybe it might take some more time for you, based on the blockages, based on the intensity of the blockages. But yes, one thing which will help you reach there is your willingness and determination. Because as I said, from my experience, it was very difficult for me to open the first knot. And when I opened that first knot, that resistance got decreased. And then when I second opened the second knot, it got decreased further. And then after the third knot, it just went on with the flow. I felt so, so relieved, so released. So yes, your willingness, it might be hurtful for you, especially if you are dealing with any kind of heartbreaks, or if you are, there are many people, many of us, who are unable to forget a specific person or a specific incident. And we are so intensely attached to it, not necessarily from this life, but it can be from any of your past life. So for them, it might be a bit intense, because that was the case actually with me, um, about my twin flame. So I'll talk about it in another video of mine. But yeah, I had to cut my cords with him again. again, not to misunderstand, do not misinterpret. Twin flames cannot cut cords with each other permanently. Cutting cords here means cutting cords with all the attachments I had with twin flame. And for your kindest information, my twin flame is not there, has not incarnated. So it was basically the past life things which I was carrying, so yeah. So it took long time for me, and the moment I cut my cords with him, with the attachments with him, that was the time when 50% of the work was done. So again, coming back to the thing, any of the meditations or cord cuttings, please be willing and determined. It is for your good. It might be painful at first, but it is for your good. And do the exercises of gratitude, connect to the nature, try doing any meditations or any spiritual practices which connects you with the divine. Come in the mode of surrender. These are practical things. Apart from the mantras or chantings which you can do, there is one mantra, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, that is a Buddhist mantra. It is one of the most powerful mantras according to my experience. So if you can chant this, Om Mani Padme Hum, even that is, especially for heart chakra, Om Mani Padme Hum is really good. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo is for all the upper chakras specifically, because its power is immense. So you can go for this, or you can chant the beach mantra of your heart chakra. So, but yeah, be consistent in your practices. It's not a single day thing. Yeah, don't forget to do your groundings. Don't forget to do cord cuttings on a regular basis, and anything which helps you come in detachment and letting go from all the unwanted and unpleasant memories, thoughts which you are carrying. Within you, you are a divine being. You know that what is healthy for you and what is not. It's just your mind, your illusion, your attachment, which is stopping you from letting go. But deep down, you know what are the things you need to let go. So listen to your intuition, your inner feeling, and let them go. Heal your inner child. These are all the things which can help you activate, open your heart chakra. Other things, of course, if you have a guru, I'm not going to reveal that technique here, because my advice to all of you is that please just don't watch the YouTube videos, including my videos. I'm talking about all the YouTube videos, because people share the key points based on their experiences. But if you are a beginner, you have to follow the step-by-step procedure. So if you have idea about the things, then you can follow our videos. But if you are a total beginner, please reach a guru for any specific technique. Okay, do not rely totally on the YouTube videos, any of the videos, including mine. Okay, so you can take guidance of a guru, and they can also guide you in opening your heart chakra. And this is the reason, for the mentioned reasons, I'm not going to reveal the technique here, because I do not want anyone to try that just watching my videos. Yeah, so yeah, this is the thing which you can do. And yeah, that's all for today's video, and I apologize if this video is long and it gets a bit monotonous. But yeah, do share your feedback on this, so that I understand what kind of information you are looking for in these videos, and should I keep it short, or should I elaborate it, or should I keep it of longer duration, or the duration as it is now, and what are the things I can add or subtract from the contents of the videos. Yeah, so this is about today's video. If you have any doubts, any queries, feel free to comment below, and please like, share, subscribe to my channel, and share it with your friends, so that even they get help if they are in need. Yeah, take care, stay blessed till we meet again.